Switch 2, just over a month away before this comes out, and here are 5 secrets I bet you didn't know about the Switch 2. Okay, here's 5 secrets I bet you didn't know about the Switch 2 coming out in June, and one prediction I think is going to change the way we see streaming in the future. I'll save that for the end of the video, but right now, here are the 5 secrets about the Switch 2 you didn't know. First off, the game cards, or the game key cards that are coming out with the Switch 2 are very different to physical games you get. With the announcement of the Switch 2, we also got an announcement of the different types of games you can get for it. So you can get physical, you can get software based, where you download it, but also you can get key cards. What game key cards are basically very similar to normal games, but they have no data on them. All they are is a special key that lets you download the game onto your console and play it every time this is inserted in your console. I think there's a really good reason they have decided to go down this path of game keycards, but also I can see a massive flaw in the future for them. First off, we know how games keep coming out without being actually finished. With game keycards, basically, they can print the keys, the games, get them mass produced out to stores without having to rely on the data being on the card. This means the developer of the game has more time to actually fine tune it before we actually play it. No more getting a game half bill and we've paid full price for, especially how much these are with the Switch 2. How game key cards work is basically you buy a actual game card, but it's just a key. Once you pop this into your console, you can download the game and play it. Every time this is in your console, you can play the game no matter what. But it's a very interesting thing if you want to sell these. What you can do is still sell them, because that's why you get a game keycard, a physical copy, instead of a digital version. The way this works is once you're done playing your game and you want to sell it on to another person, they buy it, the new owner has it. They pop this into their Switch 2, activating it on their console and making it come off yours, basically making it inactive on your console. It's an interesting way to go about it to keep the secondary market going. This means the whole physical game is in the servers and you download it every time you need it and want to play it. The only drawback I can see with this is in the far future, when game companies stop producing content or turn off the servers for them games, basically these game keycards come useless, because if you can't download the game, there's no point of having this. Okay, secret number 2. Game cards are not backwards compatible, and what they've done is a very sneaky thing to stop you using these game cards in your Switch 1. Because there's no difference between this and the new cards, apart from being red, which is pretty cool. But basically what they have on the new ones is a little groove at the bottom, and this groove is designed to not let you put the new Switch 2 games in your old Switch. This is the same method they used with the Game Boy Advance when this first came out. Basically, they made the console cartridges, like this, the game cards, very small, half the size of the Game Boy ones. So when you pop this in, it fits in snugly. You could put the old Game Boy games in this, but you couldn't put the little cartridges in the Game Boy. And it's the same thing with the new game cards. Why I think they've done this is I think maybe the Switch 2 games could work on the Switch 1, which we might try. But this is also done to keep the technology moving forward. But we'll just have to see how this develops. Secret number 3. The joycons are going to be the same technology as the Switch 1, just improved so you don't get as much stick drift. So we will not be getting Hall effect sticks in the Switch 2. Which is a bit upsetting because they are very incredible what they can do. It's magnet technology, so there's nothing physical touching inside the Joy-Con with the stick, so there's no possible stick drift. There was a recent news article about the developer of the Joy-Cons, I think, came out and said there's been improvements to them so there's no more stick drift, and they are bigger, so hopefully they have improved it enough to stop it, but we'll have to see. Because I'll be honest, I've spent a lot of money on different types of controllers, and any that use the old method of sticks eventually stick drift. So I'm pretty sure there'll be third-party Joy-Cons you can buy with Hall effects in that won't stick drift. There's a lot of stick drifts. Secret number 4. This one's interesting. able to use your own camera, your own webcam on the Switch 2. So you know how we have game chat. A big new feature in the Switch 2. You got your own dedicated button for it, and you can buy this dedicated camera they have brought out for it. You can buy a standard black one. There is a plant pot one from Mario, which looks pretty cool. But also, it's been confirmed you can plug your own webcam into the top Type-C port, giving you better quality for the game chat. Opens up a possibility which is crazy to me. They showed in the Direct you can chat up to 4 people in a party. They can have their webcams on with their game footage and all be in the same place playing the same game. Well, you know, virtually, not physically. Being able to use your own camera for that is pretty cool. You could use my camera right now, which is the DJI Pocket 3, which is crazy because it would track you as you're going, which would work even better. I think this is done because they're going to bring out different cameras along the lines, better quality ones, a pro one maybe, but also it opens up the features of maybe possibly eye tracking for different games, since they already have motion tracking, voice tracking and all that stuff. It'll be an interesting thing to watch. Okay, secret number 5. We know the Nintendo Switch 2 has a 1080p 120Hz screen. That alone is crazy. When you dock it, it turns into a 4K output at 60 Hz. But did you know that Hertz rate is variable? So it is not locked to 120 or 60 or 30. So this opens up the possibility for game developers to make a game very stable but look very pretty on the Switch 2. I know people are concerned where you got Dark Souls or Cyberpunk 2077, whatever it's called, because they are big games, they are intense games for this little console. But the reason I think there's so many third parties jumping to the Switch 2 is the variable refresh rate for the console itself. So you're not locked to anything, so you can make the game as stable, as smooth as possible. So if a game is very intensive in 4K at 60 and the console is struggling, they can drop it down to 4K 30 and lock that refresh rate at that, and it's a constant smooth motion, which gives you a better experience playing the game overall, which is nice. And finally, this is my prediction for the Switch 2. If you've made it this far, please like and subscribe. I think there's a big reason they have brought out chat, game chat, as its own little thing for a button. And you can do it with its own little camera. You can integrate it with the footage, with your camera overlaid and capturing your voice. I predict, or there'll be a way to do it in the future, where you can live stream from your console itself to any platform like YouTube, Twitch, or even Nintendo brings out their own little live stream platform. Because essentially all the elements are there. All they're missing is one software update allowing you to stream, upload the live stream feed from your console as you play to the web. That's all it's missing. And if they do this, it's going to change the game. It opens up the market for so many more people out there who want to make content but don't have the technology to do so. Essentially, all you need is a Switch 2, a camera, and that's it. And also, it would be powerful enough for them to bring out some sort of editing software built into the Switch 2 where you can cut down your clips, or even on your mobiles. You've got the Nintendo Online app where essentially you can get your clips on there or live streams and edit them on there and upload them to YouTube or wherever you want, or TikTok. I think this is a very interesting thing. I really hope they do it, or we can find a way to do it. I will. But yeah, Nintendo are coming after streaming platforms. And there you go, there's my 5 secrets for the Nintendo Switch you didn't know, and my prediction. It's going to be an interesting year to see what this actually does and the accessories that come out with it. But until then, please like, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want some more content from me, check out this video. It's about my headset, or it might be my camera hat, who knows, something here, right here.